am both horrified and heartened by what is going on in my home state. Horrified by the contents of this bill, which aims to bring Wisconsin citizens to its
Leah, would you like somebody to read the testimony for you?
Okay.
Woo!
That's true. She's not here. Okay, so horrified by the contents of this bill, which aims to bring Wisconsin citizens to its knees, and heartened by the turnout of tens of thousands of people here and around the state in opposition of this bill. I want to stress the importance of collective bargaining rights. Unions have made things better in their own workplaces, and I've also said, and I've set the standard for fair work conditions in the private sector. Black and his Republican followers in the Senate and the Assembly seek to divide the state, pitting the private against the public sector, the poor against the working middle class, but we all keep each other strong. I don't know, I might skip some. Okay, I would like us not to forget about another poisonous part of this so-called repair bill, which is the proposed changes to Medicaid. According to today's Wisconsin State Journal, it would give the State Department of Health Services the authority to restrict eligibility, modify benefits, and make other changes to Medicaid with less legislative review than required now. If the federal government didn't grant permission to make some of the changes, the state would drop at least 50,000 people from Medicaid next year. 1.2 million people in the state are on Medicaid and may be harmed by this bill's passage. Many of these are small farmers, small business owners, and taxpayers who depend on Badger Care's coverage. The loss of this safety net would be a double blow to those who may no longer be able to afford health benefits that are available through their union jobs and be ineligible for Medicaid coverage as well. Let us also not forget our valuable limited-term employees who would lose their health benefits outright. None of these things will repair the state's budget. It was not even in need of repair until Governor Walker brazenly took office only a few short weeks ago. The legislature pushed through his business tax cuts that added $140 million to the projected 2-year deficit. Now we have a budget crisis of $137 billion. So who's paying for who? This is about stripping us of our rights so corporations can more easily gain even greater power and the rich can continue to get richer. I would urge unions not to play into the Republicans' lies that they must pay more for their pensions and health cares. They pay their fair share and work hard to do it. I've seen the testimony of hundreds of people saying they won't be able to afford these increases, and they shouldn't have to. The richest top 2% and our businesses that enjoy tax breaks. And the state needs to do their share. Our working families already are. So I predict that if none of the Republican senators and representatives can actually see how this damages our great state and do the right thing by killing this bill, we will see an even greater groundswell of protest and the chaos of a general strike. And I will support this and keep fighting alongside these brave men and women for the state that I so love. Okay, there's one thing that doesn't even matter anymore since none of this is on record. The last thing I wanted to say is that I want the record to show that this bill is bullshit.